You don't want to owe. You don't want to get any back. If it's within a couple $100, cool. You did your job right. But this is what you lose. You lose the ability to pay down your debt. So look at it like this. Taxes, when you go into, when you talk about self-employment tax, you're a winner. That's the 1099. But you got to get there. When you go on your job and you actually pay taxes from your wages, you're paying 28 to 33%. Yeah. You're losing a third of your income. So somebody told you to go to work for the first 4 months of the year for free. That's what you did.
And people don't look
when
at
you get that money back.
When you went and you get taxed, what they're telling you is you worked the first 4 months for free.
Yeah.
Period.
Because
right. You ain't getting all your money back, so you're going to work for free.
And what they don't look at is that, like he said,
we Facebook Live and we're right here with Worldwide Urban Radio, and we're talking about finances. I'll show the crew, everybody in here.
Cheer all day. Boy Klaus in the building.
Uncut, I'm in the building.
Yeah, so we're getting into this, and right now we're talking about taxes, and we want everybody to understand taxes. We want you to understand that if you're getting money back on your tax return, you did it wrong. You did it wrong.
That is so true.
Fill the form out. It says
means you giving them your money throughout the whole year, all that extra money.
Now the form says consider filling out a form W-4 each year or when your personal finances changes. So every year you should fill out the form. People work a job for 20, 30 years, ain't never seen the form, don't even know what it looks like. Right. Never refilled it out, bought a house, didn't change the form. Had a child, didn't change the form. Come on, you just bought a car. Why didn't you change the form? Your finances in your household just changed. So the form should change. Your income in your household just got affected. Right. You got a new debt that you have to pay off. So instead of letting them keep your money, what you should do is you should get that money back and use it to eliminate your debt or to invest. So if you eliminate your debt, then you take the other third of your income that you were losing because you lose the first third of taxes, the second third of debt. So now you go to work for the second 4 months of the year for free because you lost the debt. And that's how you reduce it. You literally live off the last third of your income. And that's, out of that, your bills still have to get paid. Debt and bills are two different things. Your debt are the things that you actually pay interest on, compounded interest. And then your bills are just what you got to eat. You got to pay your electric bill.
Your debt is like your miscellaneous, like credit cards and things like that.
Your mortgage, your car payment.
Even if you go buy shoes,
that's your debt.
Your clothes and stuff, those are your bills. Those are your expenses. That's your lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to start to eliminate that stuff because what it does is it robs you for a lifetime.
Right.
And that's what most people don't understand. If you could eliminate your debt, imagine if you had zero debt. Imagine the money that you could use for investing, not just for lifestyle, but for investing. And the problem with investing is we got the terminology investing backwards. We don't understand investing. If somebody told you they give you 3% back, you jump through the roof.
That ain't true.
3% is nothing.
Right.
But look what you got with your bank. Your bank pays you under 1%. Your bank pays you under 1%. So if a bank says to you, which we're seeing a lot on TV now, we'll give you $200 over in the savings account. People get hyped, man. I'm going to get my $200. I'm going to open me a bank account today. And they telling everybody about it. Now you should go over here and open up this joint. You lost. They got you. You already won. You already lost. There's a rule called the banker's rule. The rule of 72. Take any interest rate, divide it into 72. It'll tell you how many years it takes you to double your money. If you don't know that, that's what you just got.
So you ain't going to get that 200 like you think. They're going to tell you they're going to give you that 200 over a certain amount of time.
No, you're going to get the 200 cash. Yeah, and guess what you're going to do with the 200 cash? They're going to put it directly in your bank account.
So you can spend it.
Not so you can spend it. They tell you put it in your bank account. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to use it. They're going to invest the hell out of it. And then they're going to give you a rate of return on it that's going to be under 1%. Now do the math. Under 1% divided in 72, it'll take you over 72 years to double that money. You're dead. You won't see $400 before you die. You won't see $400 before you die. So you can take your infant child, you can put $100 in the bank for him and think you're doing something. Put $1,000 in there. By the time that child is gone and leaves this earth, he probably won't have $2,000 in the bank.
From that 1,000.
From that 1,000.
Oh fuck, man, we fucked.
No, you're not. It's just what you know.
I saw
just what you know.
I saw something earlier.
Because a lot of people, excuse me for cutting you off real quick though, Club. A lot of people be doing little CDs and shit for kids where they throwing $1,000 or $500. And it's like, you think you doing something. You know what I'm saying? When you throw $500, $1,000 into a investment, and it's like, dog, and this kid making to see 70 years old, you mean tell me that $500 still ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna be $10,000?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. But it's just the way we've been taught. The problem is we just were taught wrong.
Right.
Everybody was taught wrong. Now we lagging behind the 8 ball. It is what it is. We got taught really, really wrong.
Right.
But this is the secret to it all. The secret to it all is learning how to properly invest. If you know the minimum investment is $10,000, well then ask where they invest in $10,000. And then ask if $10,000 is considered minimal. Just like stocks and bonds. They got large cap, mega cap, but then they got micro cap. Ask what can I invest in that's under $10,000 and still banks me a high rate of return. And when you go out here and look at it, you look at it and you'll see they got all-star mutual funds that paid 24% this year.
Yeah.
That's insanity. Divide that into 72.
Exactly.
That's what the wealthy know.
For $10,000, that's $2,400 worth of interest.
That's what they know.
That's
And then what
that's
people
return.
don't also know about interest, interest works two ways. It works positive and negative. So we stuck on the negative. You're going to always lose. You're always going backwards until you flip the positive. You're going to always go backwards. Interest is compound interest. So you get charged interest on the daily. Like people see the interest rate on their car and they're like, oh man, my interest rate is 12%, 13%. And you think of it like, okay, that's what I pay for the year. Divide that by 12. Then divide that, the current month, divide that by the current days of the month. You pay interest every single day. That's why you have to get your money back on your taxes. You get your money back on your taxes, you pay down on the principal. Now say you put an extra $200 a month. 30 days of this month, that's 30 days you don't pay interest on that $200. Now you got to think about that over the lifetime of your loans. Like say your car, your mortgage, and your credit card payments are 30 years. Say you got $250,000 worth of debt. Now over the lifetime, guess how much you're probably going to pay on that? And interest alone. You're talking about over $300,000. That's your retirement. You work all those years and give away your whole retirement. And then when you're done, you're looking at Social Security. Bruh, come on now, it's not even going to be there. It's not even, it is what it is. So that's why they put an option on the table. But most people just don't know. The option on the table is home-based business. It's it. You go to work every day. You do what you do every day. Now you get a home-based business. You still go to work, do the same thing you do every day.
Every day, right.
The only thing you do different is
You at home.
you're doing what I do now. You got some knowledge. You pass it on to people.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to think, instead of being in business always worried about, man, how much money can I make today? Think about how many people can I help today.
Right.
Knowledge translates itself. Knowledge generates income on its own.
Yeah.
You give people something they can use and something that they need, it pays for itself. You don't have to worry about the rest. We got to start becoming people again. Start giving to people, caring about people, sharing a little bit of knowledge. Everything pays for itself. If you can't care about the next man beside you, that he's not losing his retirement, his whole life is gone, you know what I mean? Come on, man, you probably got kids.
But you know what?
It's not.
It's a lot of people out here who don't see, you know, you got a lot of people out here, I don't know how they got brainwashed about it, was that, oh, if I don't double or triple my money within, you know, I can't put all that money up in there, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not seeing it, I'm missing it. Like they say in investment, don't invest what you cannot afford to lose.
I'll tell you this too. Well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
The bad thing about that is that's a common misconception about investing. We always hear that. That's a scare tactic.
You want something to drink, bro?
Fear is fear.
Water?
Yeah, I'll take a water.
Drink,
I'll take a water. Yeah, fear is fear, but everything is predicated off of fear. What erases fear is knowledge. If you have the knowledge about how something works, fear is gone. It's eliminated because you already know how it's done. Fear can only creep in when you don't have the knowledge to be able to overcome it. Period.
We don't have a bottle, but it's there.
It's fine. You're fine. Yeah, that's the only way. If you have knowledge on it and you already know how it's done, how to overcome it, how to defeat it, where can fear get you at? Fear does not exist. The only reason why fear exists is because of our lack of knowledge. So this is the question I asked you. What's the last book you read?
Right.
Let's just be honest about it. You know?
The last book I read was The Coldest Winter Ever.
The coldest winter ever? How long ago was it?
About a year.
About a year?
Yeah, I still have it in my phone,
Uh-huh.
so I got it.
Well, at least you know.
I've been reading
At
it
least
for
you
like-
know.
I've
You
been
know.
reading it for like
At least you
7
know.
years. I've
Because
been
most
reading
people is like, book. You know what? I'd have picked up a magazine. You know? Come on, we all pick up magazines. You know what I mean? We're all in love with what's going on in today, pop culture and the whole 9 yards. It's not doing nothing for you. It's the only thing it's doing is filling your head with everybody else's opinions.
Right.
What are their opinions going to do for you?
Man, I waited so long for this interview, you know what I'm saying? We live, we lit, and we here. You know what I mean? Worldwide Urban Radio. with our guest speaker for the evening.
Percy Holton Jr.
You know what I'm saying? Live up in the building. We here. We live. We here. Y'all have questions, y'all can call in. Worldwide Urban Radio 202-872.
What?
What's our number?
He said, "What's our number?"
818-722-8260. Oh my God, you ain't said the number.
I ain't said it so long, yeah.
That's funny.
722-8260. See, it came back.
Mm-hmm.
It came back.
So
soon as
I wanna ask a question.
and I'm gonna ask you something too.
Us as Worldwide Urban Radio, up and coming, home-based business.
Mm-hmm.
What are the steps that we can take to, to legitimize it and get us in the direction to start to generate revenue?
Well, number one, when it comes to generating revenue from any business, is exposure.
Of course. Yeah,
So
of
once
course.
you have the exposure, then you got to determine how you want to generate your revenue. Do you want to generate it through advertising? You know what I mean? What kind of crowdsource do you want to do? You know what I mean? Are you talking about merchandising? So really, you got to come up with an overall business plan. Once you determine your business plan, then you just got to run with it. You got to pursue it. You can have all the things in your head that you want to, and you got to want it passionately. You got to be able to see it. But once you're able to see it and actually visualize it, then you just got to pursue it. You got to go get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The dreams are real. You know what I mean? You hear people tell everybody all the time, "Man, you dream too big. Oh, you're too old. You're dreaming too much." Without a dream, you can't have a future reality. Even everything that you have now was based off of something that you might have wanted. You in here right now, you doing it. It's based off of a desire. You know what I mean? So take that desire, you spin it in, and you got to feel it. You got to think about it. You got to live it. You got to breathe it. And then once you get your steps in a row, pursue it. Just make it happen. That's really what it's all about. Because in all due honesty, everything that you know needs to be done, needs to be done. You know it already.
True.
Yeah. Hey, y'all business owners, y'all hear that? Small up and coming business owners,
Listen.
y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The information is here for y'all. I want to see, I'm going to wait because I want to ask. I know what I want to ask, but I want to wait because I want to get everything else out of the way, businesses, taxes, and all of that. You know what I'm going to ask about. You know what I'm saying? You already know what I'm asking, but I'm going to wait because we have, you know what I'm saying, I guess here. And I want to wait also for... there you go, sis. There you go.
Oh,
sis.
she flustered you already? She pulled your card already? Oh, shoot.
But also, I was waiting on that other guest host.
Oh, shoot.
But it's all good. But you know. But yeah. Yeah, so taxes. Like you said,
No.
taxes.
Oh, credit.
With
Oh,
credit.
man, credit's imperative.
Now this the thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I didn't really understand credit. You know, I had a situation with my credit where I was late on the bill, and it took my credit score like so far down, just for one bill.
Mm-hmm.
And I was told the other day that even though my credit score is starting to go back up, that late payment still hindering my score.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Things stay on your credit, certain things like that, for 7 years. And then you talk about bankruptcies, you're talking about roughly 11 years. So things stay on there for time. But here's the thing about credit. And I'm going to plug my business real quick. I got to do it. Because the business I'm in is called My Econ. And it empowers you to do everything. And one of the things that we offer with our Income Shifter membership is credit repair. But we don't fix it for you. We teach you how to fix it. We got step-by-step videos and all the forms that you need to send to the credit bureaus to fix your credit. That way, once you know how to do it, you got it for life. It's not about paying somebody to do everything for you. It's about knowledge. So we got step-by-step videos, A through Z, that'll take you all the way down the path of fixing everything on your credit. Because here's the thing about credit. Whether you have a bankruptcy or not, you can dispute anything.
Right.
Everything. You just got to have the forms. Dispute it all. It doesn't matter if it's legitimate or not. They have a certain amount of days to respond.
Instead of asking somebody to do it for
Yeah, get it, because they're going to do the same steps. We just teach you how to do it, and you're going to pay them. You know what I mean? Most of the time, they do debt consolidation plus dispute it on your forms, and most of the times, they don't follow through. So when they don't follow through, you end up getting negative spats on your credit again. You got to come back.
Right.
So this teaches you about how they actually verify what's on your credit report, because they verify what's on your credit report illegally most of the time. They do it electronically. Electronically is wrong. They use the electronic system to verify what's on your credit report, the credit bureaus. And that's wrong. So they come back to you and they tell you, they're supposed to do it the natural way, paper trail, baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're supposed to make the phone calls, contact the actual creditor, you know what I mean, or the debitor, and that fact, well, you're the debitor, the creditor, and actually pull the records, hard copies of the records. And they're supposed to make copies of those records and show you, not digital copies. So in this day and age, they're using a digital watchdog and actually checking what's on your credit. They're reporting it back to you that it's there. You don't know that they use it digitally. What you got to do is submit the form so they actually have to show the actual proof. So that's one of the things that we teach you in this company. And we have step-by-step videos of how to be able to dispute that. If they don't come back within a certain amount of time and remove it off your credit report, we got the letter for the next stage. And the next stage until it's gone. And when it's gone, it's gone. Once they remove it, it's gone forever.
So I heard that a lot of these credit repair places, you know what I'm saying, they find kind of, what do they call it, like discrepancies on your credit report. And when they find that can get that off, you know what I mean? Because it's a discrepancy, you know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
Like the G it ain't crossed right, or the I ain't dotted right, or some other shit, whatever they got going on. It's a discrepancy which can be removed off your credit report. Is that true?
That's true, but most of the time it's really how it's actually reported back to them.
Right.
Yeah, the same way that we should teach you how to do is pretty much the same way they get it off. It's really about, did they report it properly and did they do it within the right amount of time? 30 days. Boom, that's what you have. That's what the government gave them. That's what they have. That's what you got to know. They got 30 days. Period. Send them all the letters. We got a letter you send 1 week. We got a letter you come back, you send the next. Another one you come back the next. If they don't have it done, then you got a dispute letter where you actually talk about legal action. It's going off. It's coming off.
Hey, look, check me out, right? I had this situation where the IRS, they keep sending me letters saying I owe them some money, because I filed taxes on a year that I didn't even have a job or nothing. And I called them. I remember I called them and I told them, like, yeah, you might got my social, but I didn't even have a job or file no tax or nothing. And they saying I gotta pay them their money.
What are you talking about? Like what type of money or?
How much?
Yeah.
Like $2,000.
All right, but you didn't have a job, so
No,
did you?
it wasn't even me who filed.
Oh,
no
well, that's
tax.
something you just gotta dispute then. You know what I mean?
Somebody-
Yeah, you gotta call
that's
them,
still
sit
not
down with them,
doing
talk
shit.
to them, and just be repetitive.
Right.
And everything that you do, be repetitive, be diligent.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's you, it's your name.
That's right.
Work it off until it comes off. You know what people don't realize about Social Security and everything is, or even themselves, you're your own entity. Everybody in this room, every person that's watching live, you are your own entity. So when you go and you get a business license, guess what it comes on? Or your business, guess what it comes on? I mean, it comes on a thing that says from Social Security. It's a 9-digit number. It's the same type of 9-digit number that you have on your Social Security card.
Yeah.
Why? Because you are your own entity. You function as yourself, an individual, and as a business.
Right.
You don't have to go out and get an LLC. You are your own business. You are your own entity. When you file your taxes under a business name, you file under your name, and that's it. It functions under you, your Social Security number. You are the business. You are the business. Everybody has to understand that.
So you don't need LLC.
Nah, man, you're a home-based business owner.
Damn.
You are it. You're you.
So an LLC though is like more of a. I mean, LLC though, it do provide you with some type of
It does.
protection
Uh-huh.
against your
Sure.
personal.
When you're
like
going
if
on
someone
your
to happen
own,
to someone sue you or something, they can't mess with your personal assets.
when
With
you're going on
company
your
assets,
own,
they might go fuck
you
up.
want LLC, but a lot of people are with companies. A lot of people are doing Pampered Chef. They're doing Scentsy. They're doing all these sort of things. You're your own entity, and that's what a lot of these people don't understand fully. They're selling products, but they're missing the back end. They're missing all the tax deductions. They're missing all of that. So you're a driver. You drive your car. Say you drive your car 10,000 miles. Well, I mean, it was over 45 cents a mile that you get to deduct. Man, you killing the game. That's going to add up.
Right.
You know?
So when it comes to that stuff,
Well, 54,
you gotta
54s.
make sure you save your receipts and stuff like that.
Well, now today's day and age is digital. So in our company, you come in, we got a cash flow manager, everything's right here on your smartphone. You get in, you set your mileage tracker, you drive. When you're done, it ends the trip, you log it as an expense, it's there forever. At the end of the year, you hit your stats, it files it all in order. Take it to your tax preparer or do your taxes.
Yeah, because the tax person told me one time that's what a lot of times we lose out on mileage and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They say we lose out on it, and it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? How how can you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess if you're not adding it right, I guess you could lose out, but yeah, they say when it come to those them expenses, we lose out because we don't feel it. We feel that.
I mean, I guess being an independent contractor, yeah, you gotta have all. I mean, you want to have even when you know your gas. I mean, especially if you're doing something transportation type business, you want to be able to write off your gas. I don't know if you could write the car note off if. Maybe if you bought the car for your business, maybe you can.
As a home business or period, how do you write a tax? How do you tax write off at the end of the year?
You just keep like we got a cash flow manager, so you just keep track of everything that is tax deductible from being a home-based business.
Right.
You keep it in order, you keep it itemized, then at the end of the year, what it does is they put that on a Schedule C. Schedule C says a profit or loss from business. And notice I said loss, so profit or loss. So it doesn't matter. If you lose money and you have a job, they take that off of what you made on your job.
So check me out. So if, last year, Worldwide Urban Radio started last year.
Mm-hmm.
But this year we got to tax our EIN number. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we go, so this year we can do a Schedule C, and do we file everything we did from last year?
Only thing you want to do is this. Only thing you want to do is keep track of all your expenses. That's it. You want to keep track of all your expenses and itemize them, and then take them to your tax preparer. Do it in electronic format, and you're good to go.
And that's from the date. Is that from the date you filed or the date from
Yearly.
that you received it?
Yearly.
No, I'm talking about the EIN though. Is that,
Mm-hmm.
is that from the date you filed for it?
Right, your EIN, or do you go back? So
when they approved it, should I say?
You guys should go back even before you had a EIN number.
Okay,
and
so
file
we
it
go back to
independently.
last year.
And file it independently. And file it independently. You know what I mean? As one EIN number, file it independently. Okay. So this is where it's at, and whoever's household it is, file it independently.
So look, check me out. So okay, now when it comes to that, and when you file that Schedule C or whatever, does say I got a tax, like the tax penalty where they say I owe $2,000. Does that affect the business?
Your tax penalty is going to be something you want to work out with them separately. But most of the time, when you have a penalty, if it's there on your Social Security number, it's they're coming from it. So if you get money back from your business, it's still going to take the $2,000 out of that. That's something you got to work out. Yeah, because they're going to get theirs.
Okay.
I mean, they the IRS, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. But just make sure to just keep track of everything. Like before we leave today, I'll show you the cash flow manager. Maybe something you want. You're a business owner, so this is the thing too. And this is why I love this sort of business. Everything that we have and every product that we have to help people is tax deductible. So if you get the cash flow manager, it's for your business. You pay the monthly. It's the first fee that should go in here every month.
Right.
It's tax deductible. You should get that tax deductible too.
Everything you do.
Everything you do, man.
So is electricity tax deductible?
The portion of electricity that you use for your home-based business.
Yeah.
So if this is 1/3 or 1/5 or 1/8, that's the eighth of your electric bill, man. Yeah. And that right there, for
you bought that,
Yeah.
bought that,
all your equipment.
bought that. Everything you use for the station, this.
That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's how it works.
You know,
Exactly.
that's why we lose out. That's how ambition drives us without knowledge, and we lose out because we have all the ambition in the world. And we'll spend trying to get ourselves off the ground, but we don't have the knowledge to be able to take advantage of it and to be able to fuel ourselves. Right. You know, when you look at companies like Amazon, Jeff Bezos, he started 12 years. 12 years this man filed taxes, you know what I mean, without making a dime in his company. They understand you ain't going to get off the ground and with a running start. But we got to take advantage of that the same. That's how he was able to stay functional. You know, he wasn't spending all that money trying to get a business off the ground and just wasn't getting nothing back to, you know what I mean, to thrive himself for next year.
And now this nigga worth over $1 trillion.
Yeah, over $1 trillion.
He the first trillionaire since what, Rockefellers?
Yeah, it's been a first $1 trillion company, for $1 trillion guy in this country. Jeff Bezos, Amazon.
Dude on Amazon. He just became a trillionaire.
Yeah. So that's how it works, you know what I mean? But from an independent standpoint, Everybody in this country should have a home-based business because the things that you do every day on a daily basis become tax deductible. You use your cell phone. You use it every day. Now I use my cell phone for business. I'm streaming live right here for my business, and I'm going to get a tax deduction off my phone bill. I'm using this for business.
So
Break that off.
So restart the Instagram feed. So he's giving some good game. So for all you goofy dudes, you feel the need, you want to post your stuff on Facebook every week, flashing your money. Name your Facebook or Instagram feed, and that's your business. Stop being stupid. You know what I'm saying? Even and I know some real talk, like even the t-shirt people, everybody who doing their t-shirt thing. I know my good folks Credit Crankers, they got their game together with the t-shirts with the credit with, but everybody that's doing that, cause like what we do, we haven't done it in a while. What we usually do, like a lot of our guests, we'll send them shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And that can get expensive, man. When you talking about we gotta pay somebody $20 a shirt to send somebody for free,
Most definitely.
It's like things like that.
But I'm gonna tell you
where
you got to think about the things a little bit differently. When you have people on your show, whether they're giving away good information or not, it's also good advertising for them. So it's good advertising for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what you should do is tell me, hey, you know what I mean? Since you come on the show, why don't you contribute to the show? Here's $20 for a T-shirt. One thing you got to understand is what classifies as a business. A legitimate attempt to make a profit. That's what the IRS classifies as a business. A legitimate attempt to make a profit. So number one, you got to think about advertising for your radio station. You know what I mean? Once you start to get your numbers up, you know what I mean? Charge people to advertise on your show to get them exposure. But then when you have guests coming in right now while you're trying to work up to that level, man, you know what? You mind supporting the business? $20 for a T-shirt, boom, you get exposure. I'm getting exposure. They're seeing me right now. You know what I mean? But in turn, that makes your business look more legitimate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. Earn some money. Don't just give everything away for free when you're trying to get off the ground. You need help. You need support. You know what I mean? If I'm coming on your show, I'd be damned if I'm not going to pay $20.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
That really doesn't make too much sense.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I'll pay you $20. You just flood your T-shirts. And that's your advertising right there. Because I'm going to wear it. Y'all going to have me on your feed too. You're going to have me on your show. I want people to see me too. So I'm wearing your T-shirt. You know?
Yeah, that's real talk, man.
So you just got to kind of think about it all, you know what I mean, in full spectrum.
Right.
You know? So think about it. Put your T-shirts up and man, ask people for $20 for your T-shirt. It ain't free.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And everybody else is getting the exposure too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
man,
much.
that's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wear
That's
that
what's
shit.
up, man. We got the brother Percy, man,
You know what
in
I'm
the
saying?
building, man, giving out good game this evening, man. Everybody on your feed, I'm sure y'all already be watching this brother, man. He got good game, man,
All day,
for
every
you,
day,
man.
you know what I'm
Good,
saying?
about business, about tax purposes, home buying,
Home-based business.
yeah, that's another thing I want to know about home buying because I'm getting married next year. You know what I'm saying? And we actually setting out to actually buy a home.
Mm-hmm.
So like credit, that's what you need.
You need
Is
credit.
it about money in the bank or is it really about credit?
It's about both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's about debt, it's about money, and it's about cash flow and credit. So number one, you got to ask yourself, how much money do I have sitting there? Do I have my emergency fund established? When you're about to go into a house and you're already thinking about your budget, you got 6 months of that saved up? Because the second you go into your house and things start happening, something could happen to you. You got 6 months saved up where you can be able to support yourself and your family and your bills for 6 months if something happens to you. That's important, you know? And then you got to start thinking about cash flow. What are the income streams that you have coming in to your household right now to where if something happens, you can support it without long-term or short-term disability?
Right.
So where's that at? And then your debt. Do you have all your debt down low enough to where you still have enough money? And this is key. This is where everybody makes a big mistake. And this is a mistake that I made too. Is outside of your house payment and the bills that you have, do you have enough money to have your house payment and still be able to invest? Because there's two things that you have to do while you're working. Two, you got to be able to support your current lifestyle and you have to build your lifestyle of the future. So you have to be able to work to support your current lifestyle and be able to invest at the same time for your retirement.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's true.
I think we as a people, we doing a lot of stuff wrong.
Oh, without a doubt.
We doing a lot. Damn, you alright, Chloe? We doing a lot of stuff wrong because
Trying to move it.
I'm not thinking about that. Never even crossed my mind not one time in this mission that okay, we setting out to get a house, right? It ain't crossed my mind to say I need 6 months worth of money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even thinking that. It's like,
I mean,
but think about this though. Like most of us black folks, anytime we move, whether it's apartment, house, whatever, anytime we move in a spot, it always break us. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It always
what we
breaks
got.
us.
We
So
moving
we
with what
doing
got.
it. We doing it right. We
Yeah.
doing it
We
wrong.
doing it wrong, but you gotta look at this though. Also, you know what I'm saying? This is not to make an excuse or anything, you know what I'm saying? This is not the days in the early 80s and the 90s where, you know what I'm saying, people was paying $300-400 for a mortgage either. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody paying less than $1,000 for a mortgage every month right now. And if they do, they got some damn fucked up shit. Not, pardon my French, but they got some messed up shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen my parents, you know what I'm saying, pay a $350 mortgage for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? From the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, finally paid the house off in 2000 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Seen that, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, what black folk out this joint, you know what I'm saying, that's making that bread, they can make that money to afford, and I don't care who you are, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't making a certain amount of money, you know what I'm saying, per month, per 2 weeks, or every week, however way you get paid or whatever, you ain't afford no $1,700 mortgage. You better have that job to back that shit up. You better have that job, and you better, like he said, some type of investment, something else to back that up. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no paycheck to paycheck. I mean, let me change that. My bad, because I've done it.
Go ahead.
Let me change that. Yeah, I've seen that before, where it's that I'm broke every 2 weeks to pay that mortgage. I've seen it. I've done that.
So okay, go ahead, bro.
But I got you though. But what you're saying is legitimate from what your mind says and from what your thought process says. But for real, to be honest, that's true to an extent as far as the jobs that a lot of people do have in certain demographics in certain areas. You know what I mean? But the mentality is still wrong. What we lost over those years was we got beat by inflation.
Exactly.
That's what happened.
Exactly.
So every 20 years, inflation doubles.
Right.
So the $20 that you have now in 20 years will be worth 10.
Right.
And the rate of the rate of wage increase on your job is not measuring up.
Right.
So that's where you got to take the task in your own hand, and you have to actually apply the knowledge. There's ways. You just got to be open-minded to the knowledge. You know what I mean? Don't say there's anything that you can't afford or anything that you can't do. No, you just need the knowledge to be able to attain it. That's all you need. You need the knowledge to be able to guide you so you can be able to put yourself in a position to be able to attain it. Because it's not that you have an income problem, you got a cash flow problem.
Right. You got too much.
You got a
shit
cash
going
flow
on.
problem.
You got too much shit going on.
Not an income problem. You got the debt, you got stuff mounted up. Don't tell me you don't got nothing. You know what I mean? People still driving, people still getting around, people still have habits. People got expensive habits.
Now, but see, the thing about it is that how many people out here in the metropolitan area, where is that where we at, where we live, even though we have houses, you know what I'm saying, condos around here and all that, how many people around here that's making even $15, $20 an hour, a good $40,000, $50,000 a year, for say that.
I get
They
it.
can honestly can afford these, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to live comfortably, even with the math, I mean, and I'm talking about debt, I'm talking about your car note, your insurance, your mortgage, your, you know what I'm saying, your utilities and everything like that. To even get a condo, something cheaper than a house, even to get a condo around here, you better be making at least, and that's living paycheck to paycheck, at least $50,000 a year.
So now we just got to talk numbers. So now that you
Exactly.
establish
So
the
you
numbers,
take- yeah,
so now that you establish the numbers,
What they say, you can only afford 3 times the amount of what you make.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly,
True.
and that's
You
what they
can
say.
afford
That's
3
even what
times the amount of
that's
what you
even
make.
what they say about buying certain things. Make sure you have 3 times as much before you make a purchase.
So
you
if
know?
you only make $50,000 a year, that means you can only afford a house up to $150,000.
So let's talk numbers. So that's when people need more.
You know what I'm saying?
So when
So you
people,
make $50,000 a year.
you can only afford a house up to $150,000.
That's it.
That's it.
And that's comfortably. You know what I mean? Talking
And
about
that's
comfortably.
comfortably.
Because of the things that
Now,
you have.
that's to be comfortably. Now, if you want to do paycheck, maybe you can afford it.
It's because of the things you have. That's the conception too, misconception too. People hear that and they're like, "Damn, well, all I make is $50,000." Well, that's factoring in from people that already know that you have debt. That's people that already know. That's coming from financial institutions that already know they're in your back pocket.
Say you got right.
And they don't want you. They don't want you to let you out of grasp. So they'll sell you that, and you're stuck because now you know you have all the other debt, and now you know this is a part of you. You don't ever think about shedding that,
Right.
and that's the bad misconception. You got to shed something. You got to shed the debt, and once you shed the debt, now I'm giving you opportunity. So now I'm giving you a business opportunity where you have a chance to be able to take that home and be able to turn it into something tax deductible, and you have the opportunity to be able to generate income.
Pretty much.
So once you eliminate the debt and it's gone, you get a third of your income back. Once you knock out some of the taxes, you get a portion of that back. Then once you go to investing, here's the kicker about investing. So here are the tax rates. When you work a regular job, it's 28 to 33%. Home-based business, 18 to 23.
That's capital gains.
No, that's 1099. That's 1099.
Okay.
Yep.
Capital gains. Is
Capital
lower
gain
than-
investments is 15% or less.
15%, yeah, exactly.
So we got to learn how to shift our income and put ourselves in that position to where this is how that works. When you have a job, you work, you pay taxes, then you spend.
Pretty much.
When you have a business,
that's just what you do.
your business works, you spend, and then you pay taxes. When you invest, your money makes money, then you reinvest and your money makes more money.
Exactly.
Along the way, you pay a little fee. That's how it works. Because for real, compound interest in the positive form versus the negative form. So you really just need an option. You know what I mean? And that's what I talk about giving to people. Come on, man. I just pitched you a business opportunity that pays for itself.
Well, I'm gonna get into this now because I don't know how long I have with you. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
What do you think about cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency is big. I mean, it's hot. But you know what I
I
mean?
gotta ask.
It's hot. It's a hot sector. But you know what I mean? You got to ask yourself this: how are you going to invest in it? That's the question. That's the question.
I'm in it already.
Okay, and how are you investing? You through a brokerage firm? You invested in the sidebar?
No, I kind of did it like because I found when I first did it, when I first found out about it, I found out it was kind of illegal in the United States. You know what I'm saying? But damn, I can't.
But I'll say this then.
I really
don't do that to yourself. No, don't do it to yourself. No, don't even do it to yourself.
They gotta find it. The only thing I'm gonna say is that it's a way to hide it, but you can't just get.
Let me tell you this
I
though.
just asked,
Why are you hiding something where you can do legally?
Well, that because it's not. We really can't.
Want me to tell you what?
Here,
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you.
Here, I mean, from their law.
Let me stop you. Let me stop you. Let me stop you before you keep going.
Go ahead.
Yes, you can. But we don't understand
But you gotta
investing.
be an accredited investor.
Listen. You have to get registered with a brokerage account to have with a brokerage firm to have a brokerage account. Everybody in this country can do it.
Yeah, true.
E-Trade,
That's
$500.
true.
Open up a brokerage account and fund it. You know how many cryptocurrency stocks there are out there?
It's a lot.
Man,
It's a lot. It's
you know
a
what I
lot.
mean? You got to get your mind out of that mentality, that illegal mentality, that gutter mentality. Man, bro, you're not making nothing in it that way. You know what I mean? Because then you're always worried about your money. You're always worried about what you're doing. Come on, man. $500 in a regular brokerage account has you legal and playing with the big boys. What you doing? It's the mentality.
500.
It's the mentality.
Well, a lot of stuff that I try to look, I look at a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I got it because the way I got in, you know what I'm saying? The way I got in it, you know what I'm saying? I was messing around with the Bitcoin and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I kind of got in and I didn't know it was going to blow up like that. I had an idea it would, but I didn't think it was going to happen that quick. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was just going to do it like that. So I'm like, now I got an answer to. Well, I ain't really got an answer to it because I'm like I said, you gotta find it. So, but
Let me take you off video.
to get that, to get that, I'm like,
He all
I had-
around video.
I mean, yeah, I'm all over here, but I'm like, I ain't even worried about that. Yeah. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? I understand, but from what I gathered, a lot of stuff that I read up on, you know what I'm saying, you have to be accredited investor in the United States.
Where are you getting your research from? Let me ask you that.
I'm getting it from a lot of I'm getting it from a lot of states, a lot of cities. I'm trying to even find out like where can I, besides Canada.
Listen to this though.
Canada is one of the places I know is a safe haven right now. I know that. But in the United States, they have something called that if you're not an accredited investor, this is through the SEC, what they call them, the SEC, the others are the the stock.
You got to start playing. You got to start playing in your zone. You got to start playing in your zone.
I'm not a big boy.
No, it's not about being. Nah, it's not trying to. It's not trying about being a big boy.
But to be an accredited investor, you got to have at least 250,000.
So let me say something. The way your thing's set up, basically, you have to be an investor to actually touch what you got.
Yes and no. It's like I have a maximum that I can take out per day. You know what I'm saying? And and why would I do that? Because like I said, it's making money. But why would I do that? But I have a maximum I can take out per day. But I can't just go and say, okay, I need the whole thing and get it all, because then that's when questions gonna be asked. Like you said, over $10,000. Questions gonna be asked.
Let's get it back to the legal form, because now you're going off track and you're going like way out there. So it is. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you because it's supposed to. I'm gonna stop you because you're supposed to be stopped. So let's get back to where we need to be, so we can get everybody else that want to think about positive stuff and do positive things. Where I'm about to get you at, get a brokerage account. Get a brokerage account. $500. Fund that account. All the cryptocurrency.
No.
I'm illiterate.
I got it.
I'll explain it to you.
I got an E-Trade. I went through E-Trade. I got an E-Trade account. I cannot buy. They won't let me buy cryptocurrency.
You're thinking wrong. You're thinking wrong. You're trying to buy the currency itself instead of investing in it. Listen.
No, that's what it's called. Come on, hold up. Bitcoin, Litecoin, all of those.
Please, I'm telling you, I'm trying to inform you, because right now you're letting me know you're ill-informed. So you got to invest in the companies. Bitcoin is a company. Stop investing in the currency and invest in the company. That's where you're going illegally at. Invest in the company. The company has a ticker symbol. When the money makes money, the company makes money. They got shares out to the public. That's when revenue is generated and the share price goes up. That's when you get a return on your money. That's where you got to be. You're worried about the very value of the currency for what you have in your pocket.
Now,
invest in the company.
Exactly. When I said Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, all them companies, I do invest in those, but it's called cryptocurrency.
I understand that.
The whole thing is,
I know what cryptocurrency is.
But see, I cannot buy that through E-Trade. I cannot buy that through Capital One.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm in Capital One investing too. I can't buy that through that.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I can't buy that through Acorns. I can't get it.
There's thousands and thousands of cryptocurrency companies that pop up on a daily. I watch them. I see them. I know them. You can buy them. Don't debate me.
The only thing I'm saying is that the ones that I'm legit with now, I'm legit with, I cannot buy cryptocurrency.
I hear what you're saying about those. Scrap them. There's so many more.
There might be some other ones, yes.
Scrap them. There's so many more. If you get stuck in a box, you'll stay in a box.
That's true.
That's all I'm going to tell you.
That's true.
If you get stuck in a box, you'll stay there.
That's real talk.
So you're battling around the barn. You're telling me about these ones you can't buy. And I'm telling you thousands you can buy. And you want to tell me about 40s you can't. I'm telling you about thousands you can. You want to tell me about 40s you can't. Don't put yourself in a box because you get stuck there. That's our whole mentality. Somebody dropping knowledge on you and you stuck in the box. Break the box, man. Break the box.
I just want to make sure.
You got one head sometimes, bro.
I'm telling you.
I want to make sure I ain't losing none of that.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm real careful.
But you gotta.
What I do with it.
When you dealing certain things in certain ways, you gotta expect for certain repercussions.
But you gotta be careful.
It's not even about for real, to be honest.
Check me out. And I don't even want to get deep.
I'm gonna tell you right now, so everybody can know this right now. This is our flaw. This is our flaw. You baiting legalities. This is our flaw. You are honestly debating legality with somebody right here giving you honest stuff right here in front of your face, and you're baiting legality.
I'm not debating that. What I'm looking at is
bruh. Come on, man.
No, I'm looking at
this is.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm looking at it. Where is that? You seen the joke. You seen the joke.
Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. Because this is what usually happens. What usually happens is people got that mentality. Next thing you know, it gets shut down. They're like, oh my God, I thought it was. Oh my God, man, I thought it was. Man, I didn't want it.
But
it's no buts.
And that's Well,
There's no buts.
well,
Eventually, the butt game has to stop, and you got to think
Well,
about that so you can think about a whole.
I'ma
You got to
say
think
this.
about a whole
I'm
generation.
gonna say this: if that was to get shut down right now, everything is already transferred over to cash. That's what I see. It's hard to listen to what I'm saying. I can put it this way: I can't transfer a 5-digit number
And I'ma
to
say
my
this
bank
to you.
account
And I'ma
without
say
them
this.
asking questions.
And I'm gonna say this to you right now.
Can you do that?
Yes, I can. It's fine.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
See, I can't.
My
do
point
that.
exactly. My
I
point
can't
is-
do
my
that
point
shit.
exactly.
I need to know how to
My
do
point
that.
exactly.
No,
I just told you how to do it, but
without.
I just told you how to do it, so I'm gonna tell you
without paying
this.
any taxes on it.
Bro, what are you doing? What are you even saying right now? We're
I'm
trying to talk
asking
about
you
real
without-
stuff.
I don't wanna
I just
pay
showed
no
you a
taxes on
home-based
that
business. I just told you all this. This is what I'm gonna say to you.
I won't pay
Listen, now,
that.
this is what I'm gonna say to you.
I'll do that.
This is what I'm gonna say to you. Because you're setting back everybody who's on this live. You're setting back you. You're setting back whole generations. So I'm gonna tell you to stay right there in your box.
Keep all of it.
I'm gonna tell you to stay right there in your box.
Nothing.
And then we can, you know, what I mean, next question.
No, I'm just saying,
because
I
you
ain't trying
get
to
you
give
you
nothing.
stuck. You
I
stuck.
ain't trying to give nothing.
You stuck.
I ain't trying to give nothing.
So for everybody who really wants to get it and really wants to do things, because for real, to be honest, you got people dropping out the live.
No, lies.
People
lies.
want
We
people
got
want to
money
avoid
out
that. Like
here.
for real, to be
We
honest,
talking about
that's the mentality though. That's the mentality that's debated and that's hashed over, and that's why we stuck. That's why we stuck.
So we all should pay taxes and shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. What I just said.
Wait a minute. Hold up. On money that you generated, that you made, like you said, from your own home-based business,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's enough. I'm glad
that you generated from your own home-based business,
Uh-huh.
you feel that you need to give away some of it besides not counting charity, not counting your employees, or whatever you got. You feel you need to give the government something.
I'm gonna give you an example.
No, I'm asking.
No. I'm gonna
question.
answer this.
But answer that question
Listen.
first.
I'm gonna answer it.
That's a yes or no question.
Stop. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna
Yes,
give.
it is.
Hold on, stop.
You
Stop.
feel
Stop.
that
Stop.
you-
Stop. Stop.
wait a
Stop.
minute.
Stop.
You really
Stop.
feel that you need to give your government something. I'm asking you that. Yeah, that's something you create.
When we debate topics like this without informative information, this is again where we get stuck. Listen to what I'm gonna tell you. Hush, so I can answer this. You got a family. You got a family that makes $70,000. You got another family that makes $110,000. They both going to pay the same in taxes.
Don't matter.
Okay.
Because one's a business owner and he's got smarts on his head. So he knows he's going to have tax deductions, he's going to erase another 20. He knows he's got self-employment, retirement, pension funds. They can put another 20 in. Boom, I broke even, bro. So as you ask me about how I feel, I'm going to play the knowledge. We pay the same amount of taxes. So you ask me the question, do I feel that we should have to pay? I feel that we should have to pay what we owe. But I feel like there's ways that you can actually write that off the books. But you want to debate me, though.
No. I just feel that, I mean.
How you feel is how you feel. But let me tell you what feelings do.
This is the thing. Hold on. No, this is the thing. I understand everything you say. You know what I'm saying? That's going by 100%. Like you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Like you said. Even if you want to create an LLC, even besides that EIN number, all that, you want to do all that.
You know what you're doing
I'm
right
saying?
now?
All I'm
Turning
asking
this
you
into
is that.
non-productive.
No, all I'm asking you is that when you created something,
Through opportunity.
your business.
Through opportunity.
No. You
Not through opportunity.
created something that's gonna make you some money. I'm not saying all that get over and I'm not saying none of that. All I'm asking you is that you do that, you feel that you have the right, I mean, do you really feel that they have the right to get some of what you created? That's the only thing I ask. That's the only thing I ask.
In certain
So-
circumstances, yes, and majority, no. But that's all based off of knowledge.
If that's a yes no,
It's
if
based off
that's
of
a
knowledge.
yes no answer, then that's fine because I can't knock that. You know what I'm saying? I really can't.
What you
knock
have
that.
to do is this.
I can't knock that.
But what you
know
have
I'm
to do is
saying?
this,
But
though.
I noticed that a lot of people who do investments, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not a. Don't get me wrong. I only have an associate's degree. That's it.
I get
Business
you.
management and accounting. That's it. But I noticed a lot of things about investing in a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whereas that a lot of people making money. Whereas that there's ways where you can make a lot of money. You know, like you said with tax brackets, people different tax brackets. You know what I'm saying? There's money that's not even that need to be claimed. You know what I'm saying? There's money. I mean, and I'm not telling
But make your
nobody
point,
to do
though,
nothing legal or illegal or anything like that. But I'm saying that whereas that if I created something, you know what I'm saying? I feel, and I created it. You know what I'm saying? I feel that, yo, hold up. I created this. You know what I'm saying? I created this for me, mine, my family, kids, however way. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
So when we tell you what you need to do, then you need
You
to
ain't getting
understand
nothing.
how to keep it, and that's what I'm trying to tell you,
Exactly.
You know
and
what I
that's
mean?
what I want to know. How to keep it without them getting it.
bro. This is what I'm
Without
trying to
them
say
getting
to
any
you.
of it.
Like
That's
we're
what
going
I
around,
wanna know.
we're going around Robinson Barnes
That's
based
what I
off of
wanna
this.
know.
But let me explain this to you, though, because this is important. Let me explain this important because it's important. You're trying to go around Robinson's Barnes based off of your feelings and your emotions. When we tell you about that, it means nothing, and that's what you gotta get out of your head. Your emotions and your feelings will have you debating things you shouldn't be debating because you feel a certain way. Your feelings are irrelevant. Knowledge is real. Facts are facts. I'm giving you knowledge. I'm giving you knowledge. I'm giving you. No, you're not, because I feel a certain way and I ain't giving up nothing.
Well,
But that's knowledge because you want to debate based off of how you
I
feel.
can't say. See, I can't
And
say
you
a
get-
lot of stuff on here.
But
because
you're getting
we
riled
lying,
up in your
you know what I'm
feelings.
saying?
You got to. Yes, you are.
Because
Based off of how you
actually
feel.
a lot of-
Based off of how you feel, you just have a
Right.
determination. So I'm here, sitting here telling you, and I'm giving it to you, and I'm giving it to you real. And guess what? We're coming back to the same thing. But based off of your feelings, you want to go around Robinson Barn.
The man basically telling you he know the way how you can.
And I'm telling you,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
telling
all I
you,
wanna know.
investing, knocking it
what I
down.
wanna
Listen,
know.
if I tell you you can
Without
knock it
giving
down,
them a dime, I
listen,
wanna
if
know.
I tell you can knock it down to 15% through investments, and then you can have a business and get another cut, what are you doing? What are you even debating me for?
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. But from what they got,
Who's
you know what I'm
they?
saying?
Your knowledge is your knowledge.
Government.
Get
your tax people.
Get your knowledge
You said,
in
no,
your
your
head.
tax people.
Your
I'm
knowledge.
going by your tax people.
Listen.
No, I'm going by you. Asked me by who?
Well,
You
how
said
they
by who?
anyway,
Listen.
though? How
I'm going
they
by.
anyway? 'Cause
No, I
they
said
taxing
this.
everything
He
you
said
pull out.
15%.
They
The only
tax
people who
everything
making
you
less
take
than
out,
50.
right?
Hold on. The only people making less than 15%. The ones who getting capital gains tax. Them the only ones.
I just showed you how to
Who
open
else
a
is
brokerage
making less
fund
than
for $500.
Who else is another person that's making? Hold on, don't forget. There's only a certain amount you need to make per year to claim.
Want me to tell you who
That's-
else
That's
is-
another
let me tell
thing.
you-
firm
That's
done
another thing.
Let me tell
Show
you who
me
else.
who's making less than 15% a year on capital gains tax. Any other tax form out here?
Hold on, repeat yourself because that
What-
in there come for your question.
I said, what other tax bracket out here that's making less than 15% capital gains
You
tax?
mean
out
paying
here?
less than
That's
15%?
paying less than 15%.
Bro, it's a tax bracket. You
Exactly.
got a W-4.
There's no one
so I'm
who's
trying to
doing
tell
that.
you how to get to that
But see,
bracket.
I know who's doing that. I know how to get that.
So what? Let me. So
That's
this
capital gain. That's all investments. I know how to get that.
So what is your question?
That's
What's your
easy.
dilemma?
What I'm saying is that, hold it, I'm trying to figure out, like I said, with cryptocurrency, there's ways of not paying.
Just
less,
throw- just
not
listen,
even paying
listen,
that
listen,
15%.
listen.
That's what I'm saying.
Throw a business
That's what
on.
I'm asking.
Throw a business on top of it, and there you go. Now I just said this 10,000 times.
But okay.
But you got to get out of that
Okay.
mindset. You
I've
got to
been
get out of
doing-
your
I'm gonna say
mindset.
this. I've been doing this for a little while. And
Mm-hmm.
the only show me a company right now in the United States where is that it's less than 250,000 that you can invest in. Any cryptocurrency company, anyone where you can invest in less than $250,000.
Are you a company
And
sitting
not
right
being
here?
a accredited investor.
Are you a company? Are you an
You have
accredited
to be an
investor?
accredited investor.
We're-
What's up, E?
None of us in this
Show me
room
more.
are accredited investors. So guess what? We're not even debating that point. We're talking
But I'm
about real
already in
people.
it, but I'm
We're
in it.
So guess what
But
you done
I'm
did
in
to
it.
yourself? You done got yourself in that boat. Get yourself out. That's the only thing I can tell you.
I'm
Because
saying,
right now, the only thing you're doing is
easy. What I'm
the only
saying
thing
is
you're
that
doing
it's
right now is
easy.
hindering everybody who could possibly be on this
No,
call to get something
it's
out of
easy.
it.
I'm
Because you're
trying to
making it
tell
about
people-
you.
No, what I'm saying is that I'm telling people that there's another source of income out there where that you could get it without paying taxes.
Illegally.
That's the only thing I'm saying to you.
Illegally.
That's
We're
not
trying to be
illegal. It's
legal.
not illegal.
We're trying
It's
to be
not
legal.
illegal.
You're talking about getting your money.
It's not
like,
illegal.
Seriously.
Why
yes.
is it
not
not
illegal.
legal? Why is it not
It's
legal?
not illegal because.
What is the problem? You can't
Because-
take your money.
No, because you only like you said, there's certain tax brackets that you have to count as income.
So you
So
only
you
allowed
only get a certain amount either per day or per week or per month that you could take out.
Take
I
out.
don't care if you got 100,000 sitting in that market. You might only get $1,000 a day that you could go cash out and say, "Here, let me get that."
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that's better than
What's wrong with
you
that?
getting that $1,000.
You can't
I
live
get that
with
$1,000 a day, then Uncle Sam getting even 15% of that shit.
But I'm
I'll
gonna
take
use,
that
but
every
listen
day.
to you. I'm gonna use you as an example though.
I'll
I'm gonna
take
use
that
you.
every
I'm gonna
day.
use you as an example
If
though.
I ain't gotta give him nothing.
Hold on, but listen to me. I'll use you as an example. I'm gonna use you as an example on live. Because we got so many people that struggle on a daily basis, are in their current situation and looking for help and looking for ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got somebody who's trying to give it all to them, but we got somebody that wants to debate and hinders all the learning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you're talking about helping the people and being there for the people, you got to get out of that self mentality. And you got to think about, we're right here on your radio station with the ability to change and help so many people's lives, and you're stuck there.
I'm
You're,
stuck where?
you're stuck there.
Where am I
You're stuck not trying to give everybody else an equal opportunity. You're
That's
talking
what I
about.
want
You're talking
them
about.
to-
Do you have a plan? Do you have an opportunity? Do you have a formulated way to get people there?
Yes, I do.
Let's hear it.
I definitely have a way.
Let's hear it.
All they gotta do is listen. Look,
Bro, we've been listening for
the
freaking
only
half
thing I
an
gotta
hour.
ask
You making me.
I showed how many times I asked you to set up something that I said I wanted you to put this, download this, put this together, and I send you something.
You told me a few times.
You
But
see what I'm
hold on.
Let's just do
Can
it.
I say
The
something?
only thing I
Can
said,
I say
let's just
something,
do
bro?
it.
Can I say
can't
one
make
thing?
nobody do anything.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna
Let me
make
tell you
anybody
this.
do
Let me tell
anything.
you
If I
this.
throw it out there
Let
to
me tell you
and
this.
you don't
Can
do
I
it,
say this?
I
Can
can't
I
do
say
nothing
this?
about it.
Bro, I don't have a problem with investing.
It's not investing.
Listen to me.
Well,
Listen me
free.
out. Can I talk? Listen me out. We done listened you out for 20 minutes.
Yes, sir.
I don't have a problem with investing. But I don't want to have a limit on when I can go get my money because I did some sideways shit. I've done a lot of crooked shit in my life to where at this point in my life, I don't want to have to, especially dealing with them people and their money. I don't want to have to be going those sideways. So I want to be able to go in the door right or don't go at all.
And that's something different, like
Because I don't want that to be sitting here like you saying, fuck, I only can take $1,000 a day or $2,000 a month,
don't
and I'm
forget,
sitting on
in order for you to get
$250,000.
Yeah, but that's all you. But unless you know what I'm saying. If you want to wire that to your account, knock yourself out. You can do that. But you gotta answer to Uncle Sam is where that came from.
Investment.
That's easy money though. You don't. It's not about big answering.
They count that as income. That's counted as income.
Bro, you talking about easy wash stuff. You talking about easy wash stuff.
So let me ask you this: out of $300,000, you willing to lose some of that?
Bro, I'm gonna wash half of the way anyway because I know business. So all the stuff you talking is
You know what
beyond
I'm
me.
saying? So you know what I'm saying?
You know, that's
Okay.
what I'm trying to tell you.
Back.
You want to debate numbers.
No, I'm not debating. I never debate.
So-
I never debate
Alright,
against
so-
a person who knows something. You know
So
what I'm saying?
let's get back to everybody.
I'm
I'm Percy Holton. I'm giving people some wise advice. Some who people want to pay attention to it, some who don't. But you know what I mean? That's everybody's choice though. But what I want to make sure is that everybody has the opportunity to understand that home-based business can change everybody's life. Because we're in predicaments where we're going to work every day, we're frustrated, we're trying to make ends meet, we're paying an arm and a leg and taxes, we're losing our income to debt, we don't know anything about investing. So I want everybody to really understand that and be open to the possibilities and know that there is help out here for you. So I'm willing to help any and everybody put themselves on the positive side of cash flow, investing, learn the art of income shifting, learn how you can start a simple home-based business. $47.90 to start, $35 a month. That pays for your business. And that's a little over $400 a year. But over $400 a year, let's say you drive your car and truck 5,000 miles. 54.5 cents a mile, tax deductible. You're getting your money back in hand and actually then some. So this is what we want you to do after that. We want you to adjust your W-4. On the second page of the W-4, line 4 says additional adjustments to income. So that's where you also write off the extra deductions. Once you write off those extra deductions, you get that cash in hand on your paycheck, you can start eliminating your debt. That's going to put more money in the palm of your hand. So we're out here, I'm trying to help people, at least 5,000 families this year. No matter what your mindset is, I want to help 5,000 individuals or families get on the path to financial freedom. So call me, I'll get it done. I'll help you set up your W-4. You can go to YouTube, go to 2008 W-4, third video, Empower Success. That's me, over 3,000 views. Let's make it happen.
I'll definitely be here.
So call me.
Because I got
The
some
number is
shit going on.
240-903-0143, and I'll answer, I'll pick up, I'll help you out. Let's just make it happen. There's no opportunity that's too big or too small to not be capitalized on. You just got to recognize it. It could be little. It doesn't have to be much. You think $34 can't save you a lifetime of hurt and pain? It's just that simple. It can save you. So really understand what you're losing. You got a mortgage, car payment, $225,000 worth of debt over 30 years costs you $350,000 in interest over 30 years. You're losing your retirement. So contact me. I'll sit down with you, get you started, get you some business cards, help you out, show you all the tax deductions you can get. And we're with there you go, Worldwide Urban Radio.
Klaus in the building.
Gang, gang.
They gave me the opportunity to
building,
speak
you
to
know
y'all,
what I'm
so I
saying?
definitely want to.
We definitely
I
had
put on my
Mr.
glasses
Percy
so I can
up
see,
in the
man.
building with name the business. Say the name of the business.
The business is Empower Success. This is a MyEcon company. You can find me at pjholton.myecon.net. That's pjholton.myecon.net. You can send me an email through there. You can look around on the site, join if you like. I'll contact you immediately. We'll get you up and running. But we want everybody to realize that there are tax breaks out here, and there are rules of the wealthy that'll get you ahead in life. You just have to be knowledgeable. So let me tell everybody about investing too, a little bit about investing. When you think about your bank account, you think about saving money, you can't save your way to wealth. It's impossible. You literally can't save your way to wealth. You'll die trying to save your way to wealth. You have to be able to invest. And a lot of people don't see 3, 4, 5% of investing. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's good that you don't because it's too low. You have to make at least 8% rate of return on your money to actually do something. Because you have to beat the rate of inflation. You have to double the rate of inflation and still account for taxes. So you need to be at least over 8%. I'm in some mutual funds this year that made 23, 24. So it's possible. It's easy. You just have to have the knowledge. So I'm giving you the knowledge for free. The opportunity is right there in front of itself. It pays for itself. So come on, let's do this. All right, so back to the guys. Let's make it happen. What y'all got? Worldwide Urban Radio. Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Man, that's what's up.
We
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
you, brother. Like you got.
We
some
need to
dope
have you
knowledge
back.
for us.
We need to have
Yeah,
you back.
facts. Yeah, facts.
Oh,
We
I'll
ain't
come
finished
back.
yet.
I'll come back anytime.
We'll talk
I'm gonna talk to him off air.
Yeah, we
because
gonna talk
I'm
off air.
to him off
We gonna
air
talk off
because
air. I
Hey, look,
definitely
first
wanna
it
talk
comes
that
gotta
for
have a
real.
one-on-one
Yeah.
session all day
Yeah,
because
I definitely want to do
God
that.
damn,
Cause
people
this-
might wanna ask
no, because he
questions.
gave me
Y'all
some.
just
No,
like-
Yeah.
believe it or not, you gave me something. You gave me something to think about. You did. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna run with it.
But I got to
And
apologize
I'm
for everybody
gonna
on the
give
live.
everybody information, Joe. If I feel that it can benefit me and something like that, I'm gonna run with it. You know what I'm saying? He gave me something about 10 minutes ago, and I'm gonna tell you when we sit back and talk.
Yeah,
You gave
I
me
apologize to everybody on the live for
Do
getting
it
too
up.
technical and debating a little bit because I should have been
We wanted
giving more
that.
information to the
I
people.
wanted, I mean,
So,
I didn't
you know.
want that, but I wanted you. That's good. I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I
Worldwide
said,
Urban
you said something to me that made me think about something.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm
any
saying?
and
You
everybody,
gave me a
man,
thought,
no
and
matter
that's
where
all
you
it
at.
take, Joe. That's all it take. You know
Yeah.
how we be going back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until a person say
Yeah.
that one thing.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is that one thing, and it gives you a total different. You know, respective on something.
Most definitely.
You know what
I
I'm
want the
saying?
person
That's
in the
what I
room
want to
right
hear.
now
That's
that
what I want to hear.
doesn't know how they're going to make ends meet or doesn't see opportunity. I want them to know that they got opportunity.
Right.
I want this too though. I want the stigma to be erased. How we were raised and how we were taught. You go to work, you go to school, you go to work, you get a good job, you work 30, 40 years, you know what I mean? You raise a family and you teach them to work hard again. Bro, what you doing? What are we doing? That's wrong. So what you're telling yourself is I want my kids to grow up, work hard, have nothing, no retirement, raise kids, raise them right properly, give them good manners, but then tell them to start all over again. Why am I telling my kids to start over again? Now I want my kids to have good values and good work ethic, but I'll teach them that. But most of all, I want them to have the knowledge. You know what I mean? I'll teach my child how to fish. I'll teach my child how to plant something. I'll teach them how to live off the land, but I want them to have all the knowledge too. I can teach them that hard work by getting out there and still having that work ethic myself.
Right.
I can go out there and lift a hoe and rake a garden. I can have my little man and my little daughter right there with me. So they can get work ethic, but what they can't get is this knowledge. So, you know what I mean? We're out here passing on, young or old, it doesn't matter. If you need it, come on, let's make it happen.
That's right.
Show.
That's what's up. Y'all tuning in to Worldwide Urban Radio all day.
We so versatile as we do.
Man, what? We live, we live.
We in
we
between
here.
the podcast and the radio station.
You know, guess what I was going to say?
Huh?
I was going to say, damn, we got a song and shit. I'm thinking of music, you know. I'm like, damn, we got a song we need to play. and
It's
shit.
the tax business song.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Need to come out with one. Maybe a commercial.
definitely. Percy, real quick, what made you get into this and into getting your credit and stuff? How was you put on to what you giving us, man?
Man, actually, I was turned on to this company by my uncle. He's been with the founder of this company, the founders of this company, Ivy Stokes down in Alabama, and a couple other people. They put together a network of people trying to do something that could change people's lives and be affordable and be efficient and actually really empower them and change the whole dynamic of their lifestyle. So they tried a couple businesses, one or two didn't work out, but they kept at it. And then they found something. They did all this research and they found what the IRS and what the government was offering. They were saying that what the government was saying was this, is we don't know if we're going to have enough money for Social Security. We can't afford everybody's retirement. So we're going to do this. We're going to give everybody an opportunity. And we're going to let them find it. If they find it, they find it. They make it. If they don't, they don't.
Pretty much.
But what they know is
Everybody
some
know
people
about it.
read, some people are knowledgeable. They'll get it. Other people just flat out won't. And the ones that won't, they know this. We'll put them in a system. And within that side of that system, they'll work for us. You know what I mean?
Way, right?
Yeah. We'll sell them a dream called the American Dream, which is good, and everybody has an opportunity to achieve it. But it comes with something else. It comes with the ability to be able to attain knowledge. It's there, but it's right in front of your face. When was the last time, and this is how crazy it is. We go down the street every day. When was the last time you've been to your library? It's right there. Nobody thinks about it. The key and the secret to knowledge is right there in your neighborhood. You can't say it's not there. We talk about liquor stores being on every corner, but we don't talk about the library up the street. It's still there. They in the nooks and crannies. They there. Guess what the books house? If you go there, certain libraries have to be furnished with certain books every year. They have to. Included in those books are the ones that have all the government tax standards in it. It's in your library. It's there on aisle 9. Probably never been checked out before. Probably still got the dust on it. You
Nobody
know?
even looking for it.
Right.
You know?
Don't nobody even know it's
Yeah,
there.
so it's right there. It's right there in front of our faces, but we don't take the time out to actually think about it. So this company just did the groundwork, invested in it, and actually got called out to view a presentation. And I just joined it because my uncle wanted me to join, honestly. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, you know, I'll do it for him, get him off my back. And I was in it for about 2 to 3 years, never really paid attention to it. So he invited me out, and I listened this time. Man, and when I listened, it was like, oh, snap.
Light bulb went off.
I've been messing up. And I'd have been in this business for a few years and wasn't using it. That was it, you know. It's knowledge. It's facts. It's reality, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know. And then, matter of fact, next time I come on, because I'll be back on again, I'll do a little bit more finance stuff.
Yeah, we definitely want you.
You
back
family
on.
now.
Yeah,
I'ma
we
be
definitely
hitting
want you
you.
back
When
on.
I make my business moves, I'm gonna be hitting you.
Oh,
up.
most
You
definitely.
know,
I'm available.
Yeah, and of course, you know, leave the info for the step by step. You know what I'm saying, man? You how we pay to get to it. You know what I'm saying? So we pay our credit, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna get the info on that. I think I'm gonna get it because I'm into that now, bro. Like I'm really, I've been on that since I seen my little credit score drop, and I was like, what the fuck going on? And people was telling me like, yeah, dog, if you late on the motherfucker payment, nigga, your shit gonna drop. Like, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I'm really on that now.
Yeah, the little odds and ends. When you have credit too, make sure you're not above 30% of your credit.
Right.
You know what I mean? 30% of using your credit, make sure you're below that threshold. Once you go about using over 30% of your credit, your credit card, you're negative.
Yeah.
Negative strike on your credit. Yeah, you got to be under 30%. So think about it in reporting days. Think about everything happens in 30-day cycles. So you go out and spend something on your credit card, they should be able to pay it off within 30 days or at least get below that 30% threshold. If not, boom, it's a mark against your credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's debt to income ratio. So it's important, man, when you talk about credit
Look at it
scores.
this way. You got $1,000 credit limit, only use 300.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Rule of thumb is this. When you go to purchase something off a credit card, if it's an emergency, purchase it. But you should be focusing on building up your emergency fund so you ain't got to worry about that anyway.
Right.
But you should be thinking about credit is for what it is in the form of credit. So when you go in the store to use the credit card, you better already have the ability to pay it off. Buy it, pay off the credit card as soon as you walk out the store.
Yeah.
It shows that you're using your revolving credit, but you're not actually maxing it out or going over it. So you're not getting that strike on your credit. And then think about credit for what it is too. Credit is a license or the ability to have somebody loan you the money for something that you can't afford. Period.
That's true.
And this is the thing.
That's what
It comes
that's
with a
why they
price.
call it credit.
Yeah.
Yep.
It comes with a price, and they name theirs.
If it ain't cash, it's credit.
Right.
Exactly. That's right.
Damn.
And they come up with that for nothing.
Yeah.
He right about that shit.
So you got it. Everything that you use, though, everybody got to be mindful. Everything that you use on a daily basis, whether it's car, truck to go to work, whether it's traveling. You know what I mean? I went to my brother's house. He's online right now. He's in South Carolina. I went to his house. You know what I mean? And his wife was there, and I just mentioned business a little bit, talked about it. You know what I mean? Tax deduction, bro. The miles driving down from South Carolina is tax deduction.
And that's a business meeting.
The
right?
who, what, when, and where. Hand out a business card and do my thing while I'm out there, and that's it. But you gotta be conscious of this stuff.
Right.
You know, you can't be just going to work and getting frustrated and talking to some man. I ain't doing nothing. Open your mind. You gotta open your mind. You know what I mean? To the things that's out here. You know what I mean? When I think about going to work now, and I get my paycheck or I'm working an hour, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I got a little extra on that bad boy. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
And it is what it is.
Me too.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
what you said about taxes though. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even be expecting a refund every year.
No, not at all.
Because that means if you get a refund every, that means you overpaid.
Yeah.
I
And
ain't
you
know
never
that.
get
I thought
you
you
never
get a
get
refund,
what the
cause-
hell you overpaid
So
for
let me
the
that's
food.
the
You
question
never get
I
the
wanted to
extra
ask.
money.
So if you're not supposed to get a refund, then what about all the tax money they taking out on your check every week?
What do you mean? It's because this is how it works. Most people get this confused too. When they fill out the W-4, they say, well, shoot, it's me, my wife, and my 2 kids. So they're like, I got 4. It's a personal allowance worksheet.
Yeah.
Allowance, not an exemption worksheet. A personal allowance worksheet. So when it talks about exemptions or dependents, one question about dependents. That's it. That's where you put your kids down. One question asks you about dependents. The rest is a personal allowance worksheet. So you fill it out based off of the things that you got going on, the money you got coming in, and the things that you're doing, and actually your tax liabilities from last year. All of that's there. And people fail to realize this. There's 2 parts to the form. There's a second page. So when you come into your home business owner, that's when you flip to the second page. And all of it's right there. Your itemized deductions from last year, you enter that in, you get that back.
Right.
Yeah, it's all there. And that's how you put the money back in your pocket. But you just got to be mindful of what you're filling out and read it thoroughly. But it's all there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Get your money back. And the second you get your money back, don't do this. When you get your money back, don't say, oh, man, I got an extra
I need to go get a
$150.
car.
Nah. The second you do, when you get your money back, the first thing you should do is go into debt elimination. Period. Because now you start working on that second third of your income that you're losing.
I got you there.
Once you knock that out and you get that 30 year income back, now you just open up the money for investing. And if you want to put a little bit towards your lifestyle, so be it. But you have the ability to be able to do that.
And you know, that's what I've been doing for the past like 2 years, wiping out my debt.
Mm-hmm.
And I basically got it wiped out now.
Mm-hmm.
So believe me, that shit felt like a weight. You know, I went
Oh,
through
without a
divorce
doubt.
and shit like
Mhm.
that. Shit felt like a weight off my shoulders.
Yeah,
I
most
don't have
definitely.
Nothing. You know,
Most
I don't owe nobody nothing. Dog, I don't owe nobody nothing, dog. And that feels
free.
so.
Yeah, it's
and
gotta
I'm
be.
49. I'll be 49 in November. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
I don't owe nobody shit. I feel so good behind that.
Yeah,
you know
most
what I'm saying?
definitely.
And I'm like,
Matter of fact, congratulations, because it's a
What?
good feeling. Yeah.
man, it took years. I raised 3 grown kids. It
Mm-hmm.
took years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I'm out of that now.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
There you
It
go.
feels so damn good. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to go buy a house just because I don't even want to owe that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to go buy a house. I don't even want to go buy that.
My
You know what I'm
relationship
saying?
with you don't have me going through no shit like that, period. Cause I don't want to go through no shit like that. I don't want to be on everybody.
Yeah, I don't want to go buy that shit.
And I know it's easy. It's easy for that stuff to happen. You know what I'm saying? You get money,
It
or like, well, say you got a job, you getting paid a certain amount of money, and you living in a certain level, and you might lose this job.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Because I experienced that myself. You know what I'm saying? Within the last year, I was working a job where I was getting paid some decent money.
Mm-hmm.
So I was living. My expenses was on, on a certain level, and it's like I lost that job. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I'm still stuck with those expenses.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So that shit put me in a hole. So
Mhm.
it's like, I get what you saying. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like that. And like I get what you saying, but like 90% of the black people, when we going through stuff, maybe just like I'm saying, at the end of the year, we looking for that tax
Yeah.
money. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We looking for that tax money, yeah. And we don't do what we supposed to do right.
Mhm.
So still, even still,
But
like
see,
with bills, a
but
lot of us
am I
still
right or
don't pay
wrong?
out
They
for
make
the
it
bills.
hard for, you know what I'm saying, a single person. Let's say a single person that ain't got no kids,
Mm-hmm.
no house,
Uh-huh.
no nothing to write off, nothing.
Mhm.
And they still taking 28 to 33%. Or
But I'll say this
35%
though. I'll say
tax on it.
I agree with you. I agree with you
what
with
can
that.
they write off? And they don't have nothing to write off.
Yeah,
besides
yeah, they
a
do.
home-based business.
Yeah, there you go. There
If
you
they
go.
did a
There you go.
home-based-
Now you
I
click.
got you.
Now we
I got you.
clicking. Now we
I got you.
clicking.
I
Now
got
we
you.
clicking.
I
Now
got
we
you.
clicking.
If they had a
Now we
home-based
clicking.
business, they do
Now we
have something to
clicking.
write off.
Now we
But that's
clicking.
with anyone that's single that don't have no kids, no response, no house, no, you know, none of that. And that's
But that's what he told us at the beginning, like,
and that's
he
cool.
suggests
That's true.
everybody should
Everybody.
have a home.
Everybody
Mhm.
should have a home base, and that's true.
Doing,
Yeah.
doing
That's true.
something.
That's true.
It's a
That's
must.
true.
It's an absolute must.
That's true. I don't care if it's eBay, whatever it is.
Doesn't matter what it
have you
is.
a home base. Whatever you decide to do for your home base.
Yeah.
You have a
If you
home
third
base.
party sending
Yeah.
out packages.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. There you go. Now the mentality. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Now that's the mentality right there. That's what everybody's got to understand, and that's where they got to get their mind wrapped around. You know. You know. Sometimes when you see things and you think that everybody's trying to sell you everything, you know what I mean? It literally is because everybody's trying to sell you everything. But what you got to understand is the difference is between what you got to understand. The difference is between selling and opportunity. Because sometimes people are offering you opportunity. What I'm gonna offer you is opportunity. I'm gonna give you all the knowledge. I'm gonna give it right to you, and then I'm gonna give you opportunity. And I'm not gonna just sell you something where you're not gonna see me no more. I'm gonna give you opportunity. I'm gonna walk hand in hand with you. Here's what it is. It's about giving something to people.
Right.
You know what I mean? You may know 20 more people that need this. I want to make sure that you help all 20 people that you see and know. I want to make sure that they know me too. So they can say, all right, well, you know what, he's busy. Let me call P.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
True.
Just like that.
That's what's up, man.
And that's the mentality. It's always an option. Just when you was about to say it's no way.
Yeah.
Wait,
I thought about it. Hey,
Yeah.
like I
Make
said,
a way. You
like
gotta
I
make
say,
a way.
like I say, I'm always
Feel me?
willing to listen. And like I said, you know what I'm saying. All some people need is that little, and they hear that.
There you go.
When they hear that certain, you know, and it sound right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gotta make sense to sound right.
Right.
But when it do, then hey, you can't do nothing but respect that and handle that and deal with it exactly the way it was meant for you to deal with.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to you for coming in, my brother.
Most definitely, man.
Hey,
I appreciate y'all for having me.
For all y'all that missed
Yes,
this
sir.
interview, y'all gonna be able to see
Yeah,
it
we gotta
anyway
get the
Monday.
big bro out here, man. We done
Yeah.
All
had
right, thank you guys for seeing me.
This is about
We
8
done had a
so.
big- yeah, we don't know. We done. What's up, B? Welcome home.
Welcome home. Young boy home. We visiting from college right quick.
You know?
Yeah, I got somebody online. My sister's online. Tell you that's her and it's starting to work in her favor. Let me tell you her story. She came into business, and my sister was in business a little bit before. You know what I mean? And she really didn't understand it just right. You know what I mean? So she had it just sitting there, and she stopped it for a while. And I reached back out to her and was like, "Come on, man, let me explain this to you again." Man, she took hold of that thing and started running, started eliminating some debt. Got a new car, got a house this year. You know what I mean? On a job, working the business, and she's single. That's the thing. She's single. Come on, man.
Doing her thing.
Yeah, she's doing her thing.
Now that's the American.
So now she's a homeowner. She got a new ride. She's understanding the process
And
of
she
debt
comfortable.
elimination. She's good. She's
Ain't
good.
nothing wrong with that.
You know?
I love
So it's
it.
really just all about understanding. Because at first she was in a bind where she was living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
But this is the thing. When you live in paycheck to paycheck, even $50 can change your whole life.
Yeah.
If you take $50 and start to apply it every day, or start to apply it every paycheck, or even on a monthly basis, and now you're getting hit with less interest, eventually you're going to start to see a positive turn. Even if it takes a year. But in a year you start to see a positive turn, next year is brighter.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
You knock out a couple bills, that $50 turns to $200, that $200 turns to $5 turns into $1,000, you're rolling. Yeah.
I said something to somebody at work. We was talking. I said, "Yo, when you can see some of your money from the last paycheck, when you get your next paycheck, you're doing something right." I said, "You're doing something." I said, "When you can see some of them, I don't care if it's $100, $200 from that last jump, you know, $500, whatever it is." I said, "When you see that, if you can see that at your next check, when you get your next check, that's already still in there, you're doing something right. You know, that means you ahead. That means you moving. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing, because guess what? The next 2 weeks you're gonna see more. And then the next 2 weeks you're gonna see more, or week, or however way you get paid, you know, first 15, but I don't care how you do it. But you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see more. And it's constantly, you know what I'm saying? And people got habits, you know what I'm saying? I like Heineken. You know what I'm saying? I like Heineken. You know,
As long as your
I
habit
like
doesn't turn into your fault, to your downfall.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. You know, exactly.
Habits and
That's right.
hobbies almost intertwined,
That's
but as long as they don't turn into your downfall, you know what I mean? It is what it
Yeah,
is.
as long as you don't, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
like that.
when you
Yeah,
relax,
that sound
you
about
know,
right.
when you wanna, and that's what's up, man.
Let me plug
I'm gonna
something.
shake your hand
Let me
about
plug
20
something else.
times, man.
By the way, though, all the people that have hobbies, All the people that have hobbies, just think about what you have as your hobby and go onto the IRS website. Look at some of the hobbies they deem tax deductible. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The certain hobbies that are tax
So
deductible.
nigga, you could be a.
I
You
can't.
build planes.
All
you
I'm gonna
build
say is go to the
little
IRS
planes
website and you
race
look that up for
cars, yeah.
yourself. That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna tell you.
And do tax deductible.
I've heard about.
That's all I'ma tell you.
I've heard and I've seen, but I saw that years ago. I just don't.
That's all I'm gonna tell you.
When
So
said it,
I'm gonna tell
yeah,
everybody to go
brought
look for
back
themselves. It's like giving you a
That's
little
true.
bit of homework.
Yeah.
And then for the only other homework I want people to do is go Google the 2008 W4, look at it and look at the purpose. Look at the purpose of the form, and if the purpose of that form doesn't change your mindset, then maybe this isn't for you. But you got to really think about reality. So think about that. Get that knowledge. Check out the W4 on the YouTube 2018 W4 or Form W4. A video by Empower Success on the first page. That's me. Watch it thoroughly and give me a call. We'll work this out. You see me on live, so contact me through social media. Percy Holton Jr. on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we'll make it happen.
That's
All the
right.
way.
Yes.
And he on Worldwide Urban Radio. You know what I'm saying? Live.
Wait.
We here. We live. We lit. We hey.
Yeah, or business in the field of your hobby. I like that, Ike.
All the way.
All right, y'all. I'm checking out. I'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you guys for viewing in.
Man, we thank you for having us.